Welcome to my channel at The Mama That Does It All. I'm so happy that you're here today, and today we're discussing a question. How often should you be shampooing your hair? So this varies for everyone because everyone has different type of hair, different texture, different scalp. So we're going to address all of the different factors that will help determine how often you should be shampooing your hair. So for those of you that don't know, what qualifies me, right? So I am actually a licensed cosmetologist for about 15 years. I also have a background with the beauty industry because my mother is also a cosmetologist. And so she owned salons as I was growing up that I was spending lots of time in and helping in. So I have that little bit of background, and also in my previous work life, I was also a salon owner. I was a educator in the beauty industry, so I was doing classes for salons and stylists and at trade shows. And I was also in the sales part of the beauty industry. I worked for a distributor in selling their products. So I've had a lot of classes and a lot of training on all different aspects of the beauty industry. And today I just want to share with you guys about what indicators you should be looking for to determine if you're overdoing it or not doing it enough. So one of the things that you want to take into consideration is the oiliness of the scalp. If you have an oily scalp, you may notice that even though you shampoo in the morning, by noon your scalp looks shiny, your hair looks like it's kind of patted down, it's sticking together, it's oily, it looks greasy. Those are all different things that I've heard from clients who have an oily scalp. You may also find that many times an oily scalp goes with fine hair, or overproducing sebum, which is the oil that the scalp produces to can protect the scalp. If you are overproducing that, you might find that it is clogging the pores where the hair follicles grow, which therefore in turn causes to suffocate the hair strand, and now you end up with thin and fine hair. One of the things that I want to talk to you about is how our hair changes as we age, and so does our scalp. So maybe you would have noticed in your teen years or early 20s, you might have had to shampoo every single day because you had an oily scalp. And now, maybe in your 30s and 40s, you may still be shampooing every single day. And that may not be what's appropriate for you at this stage in life. As we age, our scalp produces less oil. And so with that, we end up with more of a dry scalp. And if you are shampooing every single day as you were years ago, now you may find that your hair is starting to look dry, brittle. Your scalp may be dry as well because you may be over shampooing. So if you have an oily scalp, you can shampoo regularly, but if you feel like your scalp is more on the dry side, you may want to bring it down a notch, maybe every other day. And if that doesn't work for you, then you can go maybe every 2 or 3 days without shampooing. The next thing that you want to look at is the texture of your hair. So is your hair fine? Is it coarse? Is it medium? Again, fine hair with a little bit of sebum ends up looking oily and feeling oily. So you may need to again shampoo more regularly, but someone with coarse hair or curly hair usually has to or tends to shampoo less regularly. And that's because there is not enough sebum to fully coat the hair to make it feel or look oily. So you're able to extend that, time frame of how often you're shampooing. The other thing you want to take into consideration is what type of styling products are you using. If you're using a lot of hairspray, a lot of gel, mousse, wax, the fibers that help to plump the hair up, all of those different things can add a buildup onto the scalp. So ultimately, the condition of our hair is a reflection of our internal health as well as the health of the scalp. So you want to make sure that if you're coating and you're doing all these things to your hair on a regular basis, that you are shampooing it so that you're removing all that buildup, just the same way that you would your face. If you put tons of makeup on every day and then 2 to 3 days without washing off that makeup and putting more on each day, you're gonna have a buildup and it's going to affect the way your skin looks, right? So you wanna make sure that you are shampooing regularly if you are using a lot of styling aids. The other important thing, you wanna make sure that you're shampooing with products like a tea tree based shampoo, or they have mint shampoos. They have normalizing shampoos that help balance the scalp. If it's oily, it kind of brings it and neutralizes it, and the same if it's dry, it kind of hydrates it to again stabilize the scalp. Those are really good to use. All right, friends, well, that's the end of this video. I hope that you found it helpful in determining how often you should be shampooing. But next week, I'm gonna have a video for you guys on how to address a dry scalp. We're getting into that weather where it's gonna start getting colder, it's gonna get chillier, people take hot showers, and what happens? You dry out your skin, you dry out your scalp, and if we don't have a healthy scalp, we don't have healthy hair. So I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of the dry scalp, how to address the dandruff, the itchiness, the flaking, and we're gonna do a scalp facial. So I hope that you tune in next week. I look forward to seeing you here again. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and please do comment if you have any questions regarding your hair, regarding the oily scalp, regarding the dry scalp. Comment down below. I will do my very best to answer any of your questions. And if I don't know the answer, that's okay too, because I know plenty of people in the beauty industry and I will be determined to find you an answer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day and see you next time.